Realvolve CRM tutorial for beginners. Hello, hope you're doing good. I'm your host Jason. In this tutorial, I'll be showing you how to use one of the best real estate CRMs, Realvolve. You can actually get started for completely free. All you'll need to do is go onto realvolve.com. Then from there, you can tap on free trial sign up and you can sign up quite easily. But keep in mind, you'll need to have your credit card information to sign up. Once you have signed up, this is how your dashboard will look. Once on your dashboard, there are a few things that I want you to pay attention to. First, from the left-hand menu option, if you were to tap on the plus right here, you'll be able to add contacts, add property, transaction, documents, and everything. So you'll basically get quick access to all of the features of this platform. The next thing I want you to pay attention to is the templates in the top right-hand corner. By tapping on templates right here, you'll get access to different templates that you can quickly create, as you can see right here. So you can see the template editor. You can create different templates. And by the way, you could select workflow, and from here you could create different automations. For example, we could tap on the plus in the top left-hand corner, and you could create a new workflow by tapping on create workflow, then tapping on continue. And from here, you'll be able to set up different automations, which will help to cut out the need for repeating some manual tasks. So for instance, let's say you would like to do a follow-up with persons. You can set it up right here. You can automate all of that, as you can see right here. And I'll be showing you how to do that later on in the tutorial. Now, if we were to go back to the main dashboard, so let's go back to the main dashboard real quick. Now, if we were to go back to the main dashboard, what I want you to do next, you're going to tap on the plus from the left-hand column. Then you're going to tap on contact. After selecting contact, from here, you'll be able to add new contacts. So you can scroll down and you'll be able to fill in the contact street name and all of the necessary information. You can also add in their first and last name, as you can see right here, title, company, and you can also add their social media links. So you can fill out all of this information. So let me do that real quick. So I'm just going to be creating a test contact. So I'll type in the name right there. Then after doing that, you can scroll down, and from here you could select contact and you could add in the contact information. Then you could select properties, and from here you could attach a property. So you can tap here and you could attach a property. You can also add any transactions. By tapping on transactions, you'll be able to add the transactions right there. Any showings, you can add the showings. And you can also add any files that you have for this particular contact. You can add them right here by tapping on Google Drive, or you could tap on add new file. Now, after adding your contacts, the next thing I want you to do is add your first property. To add a property, you'll tap on the plus once more from the left-hand column. Then you're going to select property. After selecting property, from here, you can fill out the listing information. So you can fill out the listing type, the original price, and all of the basic information, as you can see right here. You can quickly fill that out. So that's how you'll be able to add a property. You can put in the property address. You can add listing price. You can add the expiration date, and so on. After doing that, you'll tap on the plus once more from the left-hand column. And from here, if you have any document that you would like to add to a particular contact, you can tap right there on document, and you'll be able to upload the document. Now, once you have done that, the next thing I want you to do is tap on calendar from the top navigation bar. Now, after you have tapped on calendar, you'll be redirected to a new page. On this new page, you'll be able to see your calendar or your schedule, and you'll be able to add different events to your calendar. So at the moment, you can see my calendar right here for this particular day. Now, if it is a case that I would like to add something to my calendar, I could do that. I could go over to the left-hand menu option and tap on the plus. Then from there, I could select activity. After selecting activity, from here, you can add an activity. So you can see you could put in the activity title. So I could call it test. Then after doing that, you can put what it is about, the property or transaction. And you can also select the contact that it is about. So you can type in the contact's name right there. So let's say, for example, I were to select Jason. Then you can choose who you would like to assign it to. After doing that, you can also add description, you can add checklists, and if you like to create an action, you can do that. And you can also choose the priority, as you can see right there. Once you're finished doing that, you'll tap on save, and that is how you'll be able to create an activity, as you can see right there. Another thing that you can also do, as I had talked about earlier, you can use this platform to create different automations or workflows. Now, after selecting workflow, you have two options. You can either choose to create a workflow manually by tapping on create a new workflow, or you can tap on add workflows from library, then you will tap on continue. After doing that, you will see different workflows that you can choose from, as you can see right here. But majority of these options are on the premium plan, but you can see different workflows. So as I was saying earlier, the beautiful thing about a workflow or automation is it cuts out repetitive tasks. So for instance, after closing buyer and seller workflow, you could select this option, and you can see the workflows right here that you can use after buying or after closing, as you can see right here, better yet. So you have the Revolve holiday template. You could select that template and you can see it right there. And again, to add a template, all you need to do is tap on install package. So that is one option that you have when it comes onto Revolve. If we were to tap on templates from the top navigation bar, after tapping on templates, it will carry us to the same page where we'll be able to create different templates that we can add to our workflow. And that is basically it. Hope you found this tutorial helpful and informative. If you did, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe.